Hi guys, it's Mishel, Deception Bytes, and I am firing it up again tonight to hit the last two Q posts that I missed in the last video. Figured that we would get everything caught up and so we can start fresh tomorrow. So let's look at what we have. All right, let me go down to the first post, and Q says, reread, precursor. They are buying time. National crisis. Some, top eyes on first, are calling for immediate arrests. Now he's talking about the Strzok Page emails. And he says this is a precursor. They are buying time. Well, who is buying time? Well, first of all, the top eyes had to look at it, and they are calling for immediate arrests. So it must be pretty damning, whatever they contain. So, and Q is saying it's a national crisis. It is. When have we ever had something of this magnitude? I mean, we had an FBI. We have the FBI calling for the assassination of a sitting president. So he said some are calling for immediate arrests, cooperating. Now, I would take this to mean that those who are implicated are cooperating, but they still have access, but it's controlled access. I don't know if that's the right way to read that, but that's what I would assume. Or it could mean that those who have read it, the top people, are cooperating with the POTUS. But it doesn't make sense if we read it that way because it says they still have access. Well, of course, they'll still have access. So I would take this to mean that this is the people that are implicated are cooperating. They still have access, but it's controlled access. It's being kept at the top. Now, what's the top? Probably the chair of the committee and up. Chair plus. This is a national security issue. POTUS. Now, what is coming up is they're going to reveal the Gmail draft communications. Okay, we're going to find that out in a minute. Who has access? Legal cases, so there's more than one, building. You have a voice, be heard. Patience isn't always easy, but vital to get right. Q. So, who has access to reveal Gmail draft communications? I don't know, but we're going to find out in a minute here something interesting. Because this Anon posts on the 8chan board, Q. Thank you for arriving. Frustration is very high. Can marshals physically remove text, tape, etc.? And of course, Q responds to that. I don't know if this person was speaking about the raid on his lawyer, Trump's lawyer's office, or in regards to all of this stuff. But Q responds and says, we have it all. The right people have the information. Good people are acting on the information. Think Google. Think Eric Schmidt departure. Now, I think some people might read this to be Eric Snowden. Oh, Edward Snowden, sorry. Eric Schmidt, Edward Snowden. But he just mentioned Google. So I'm pretty confident that this is Eric Schmidt. Think North Korea. Many drafts, many shared users, foreign and domestic. Variable access. Codes. Fake emails. So we know that Obama and Hillary and many of them had fake emails. We know that. So they've had to, find out what their fake emails were. And there are shared users, foreign and domestic. Now, I'm not exactly sure exactly what he's meaning here, but he's saying variable access. There's variable access to this. I don't know. Fake emails, game forum communications. I guess, probably if some of them are in a forum communicating some way, they have access to that. I mean, like, once you go down a rabbit trail and you figure out somebody's fake email and you figure out whatever, it's pretty easy, especially the NSA, who has everything, pretty easy to follow the trail. So I'm assuming that they have everything. Now, he says new intel revealed today. Now, I don't think it's been revealed to us, but it's been revealed to them. And what is it? Gmail communications. Ooh. Now, they both kept separate, or they kept fake emails and so forth, so that they could discuss things without, it getting on the servers and so forth. And R stands for Renegade, and that's Obama. That's Obama's SS code name is Renegade. Evergreen, EG stands for Evergreen, and that is Hillary Clinton's SS code name. Okay, define Evergreen. Well, it's Hillary Rodham Clinton. That was her code name given by the SS. When do you call a plumber? Well, you call a plumber to fix a leak, right? Would there be any, that's generally why people call a plumber. I mean, there's other reasons, if your toilet's backed up or whatever. Speaking of that, I have to tell you this story because it's so unbelievably awful. I was in my living room once. I was living in a 112-year-old historic home in North Carolina. And I was sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden I hear all this bubbling, like this horrible, horrible bubbling. And I smelled something horrible. I ran into the bathroom, and the sewer had backed up into my tub and was overflowing from my tub onto the floor. You can bet I bleached that baby. Ooh. And you can bet I called a plumber real quick. That was the most disgusting thing I have ever had to face in my life. Okay, so that was neither here nor there. I just threw that in for free. Anyway, ongoing investigations require, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. Not that that matters, but sometimes, there's something in everything. And then he says Q, authorize 478-24 ZGP. Interesting. I don't know what this is referring to, but it probably unlocks something. It probably unlocks a zip file, maybe. I don't know. That's my guess. But in terms of all this is very, very good news. He's got the Gmail communications, fake emails, game forum communications, new intel revealed today, Gmail communications between Obama and Evergreen. Obama and Hillary. Oh, I bet you there's some juicy stuff there. Can you believe that? Oh, I'd love to read those. I would really love to read those. And I hope that they release them unredacted, because I think that people are going to be calling for their heads on sticks. Seriously. I do. When they see the extent to which they sold out our country. Ooh, I'm glad I'm not them. So anyway, that's only 2 emails, and it's a very, very short post tonight, but I wanted to get us caught up so we can start fresh tomorrow, because we never know. I know that there's big news right on the horizon, and it seems like more and more stuff is unfolding every day. It's getting really hard to keep up. So anyway, there you go. I'm going to turn in for the night. I don't know what I'm going to turn into, but I'm going to turn in. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful night, that you sleep well, and stay safe.